Boom, boom. This is Kenrick coming at you from the corner. How's everybody doing today? All right. I've got a little bit of Azure laying up today. As you know, we're progressing through the Northern Fleet event that came up back on the 27th. I've got a couple DMs to me concerning the decryption, which is one of the events, asking me what if there was any type of you know interesting or special way you're supposed to do this, and it's basically not. All you basically need to do is just as you get the points, you just click on the actual um, buttons, and once it fills up, it'll automatically sort itself up, and you'll see the image. As you can see, I've already done the first two. You get the intelligence points just by running the event, levels, and you as you get you get the points. You just click on it, and it'll automatically unscramble itself. There's nothing special you have to do, like turning of the knobs or anything like that. It just shows the different pictures, and if you want to see it. So that's all it is. There's nothing major that needs to be done on that. That's all it is. So I'll go ahead and show you what I've done so far. I've run through the event pretty good. I completed all A1, A2, A3. I completed B1, B2, B3. After you do that, you'll have to switch back to 1 and go into hard mode. I just cleared the first hard mode stage today. Well, I haven't cleared it yet, but I did the first level, killing all the enemies. So I managed to do that. It's in hard mode, so it's a little bit a little bit more difficult. A little bit more. You take a little bit more damage, but it's really nothing that as long as you've got a couple mid-level to high-level teams, you shouldn't have any trouble getting through that. Um, just be advised that you might take a little bit more damage, so you might want to throw, maybe a healer in there. Maybe throw in Shuhu if retrofit him up, get him up to speed. Maybe toss him in, or you could possibly throw Akashi in there. Either one would be acceptable for healing. Maybe throw Unicorn in there. She does a little bit of healing too when she does the launch. So any one of those would be acceptable in terms of healing. So here's what I've got so far. The four you want to be using, of course, to clear the levels, especially if you get into hard mode. You want to have Enterprise, Portland, South Dakota, and Phoenix as the four that you are using. Those are the four ships that they told you to focus on back in the phase one, which which was from 1020 to 220 to 227. That's what I've been using. As you can see, I've got pretty much all four of them up high enough. Phoenix might start going down in the higher levels there on hard, but she survived okay on the first hard level there, C1. So what have I done in terms of ships? So basically, I got from the gotcha rate up gotcha. I got Aurora, um, which was right here. I got her. She was the first ship I got, which was really impressed because I really wanted her. So I drew her from there, and I drew Grozny from there, which I just got her this morning. Okay. Now Ganget came from the actual wrong button. Ganget came from the event Overture right here. You get her when you get to 23 is when you get her first, and I've already completed that, so that's where I got her, and then I'll get her, get another one at 20,000. So should be able to get that. Shouldn't be a problem with that. So that's where I got her, and then Minx I got from the store. Um, if you go into the event store here, I pulled Minx from right here. Now Minx is only available from the store. So if you want her, you're going to have to purchase her from the store. And you can get enough to limit break her fully from within the store if you get enough of these intel points. Shapayev is actually in the rate up as well too, but she's also in here. So, you know, your determination of where to get her from should be based on that. You know, I would probably, depending on what you want to get inside of here, they've got a 130 mil gun, which is nice. And then they've got, of course, got some blueprints. If you're, if you're definitely leveling up a priority ship, you might want to go for the blueprints instead. So, but yeah, so I should be able, I'll probably just grab this, grab a few times out of here. Minx is not a problem because she uses the purple bullets, but Shepiev is an SR ship, so she's going to use your prototype bullets, which are much more scarce. But I have been saving them up because I was pretty sure they were going to have some type of Northern Fleet event, um, or some ships for the Northern Fleet because I don't have any Northern Fleet ships. So, but yeah, I'm building them up right now. So some of the skills on these ships looks excellent. I'm very impressed with some of the skill. Aurora here, she's got increases the entire Vanguard damage by 15%. I haven't even leveled these up yet, so they're of course going to go up. She's got an all-out assault, which most have. Um, but if you look at some of the others, Ganget has a pretty good skill here. When this ship fires a salvo, it increases the firepower, torpedo, anti-air, and reload of all your Northern Parliament ships by 8% for 10 cents. So that's a, you know, that's when she fires a salvo, that happens. Okay. Um, it increases it by 8% for 10 seconds, and you can increase that percentage as you level up the skill. But it's a guaranteed shot. And plus, if you use a 305 millimeter main gun, it increases the gun efficiency by 50 and decreases your reload time by 20%. So she could be kicking off some pretty good damage there. And she's also got Icebreaker, which is um, when the ship's hit fit falls below 30%, it decreases the damage and the DD and any other DD's damage taken by 5%. So not only her, but other destroyers that you have, which is another excellent skill. So she would, so we've got what we're seeing here is we're seeing an extreme amount of synergy, which is always excellent. Minx has got decreases this ship's damage taken from DD guns and torpedoes by 5, and then every 20 seconds increases the ship's speed by 5 and firepower by 5. So you're seeing a damage decrease from enemy destroyer guns and an increase in speed, which will help with evasion. So that's good as well. And then she's got a smoke screen, so similar to a sort of a Belfast type entry here. Um, after that, there's a 15% chance, but that does go up as you level up the skill because it is highlighted in green, meaning it is a dynamic number and it will increase as you level up, which is good. So, there's a lot of synergy. And then we've got Grozny, which she does 30% chance to increase her firepower by 20, so she can just be dealing out some damage, and then increase anti-air by 5, which of course is increased. That's a dynamic number as well. So definitely Aurora, Minx, and Gangut are definitely extremely good ships to get to synergy. So as soon as I pull down Shepiev, I'll probably get the first one from her um, this evening as I do my clears this evening. I log in intermittently as much as I can to adjust the skill books and stuff like that, and clear some of the commissions, which only take a few hours, so I can keep running the missions because you can get a lot of oil, and doing events, oil is your thing. So that's definitely something that you want to look at. But you definitely have a really good Northern Fleet synergy going on here, which I think will make things very nice. So I've been plowing through it, but yeah, there's nothing special to do on the decryption. There's nothing, it's just fill them out, and once you've clicked them all, it'll automatically clear it, and you get rewards as you go through. I think so far I've gotten like one or two times where it gives me a skill book or something, and you'll get a reward when it completes. Um, uh, it looks to be only one screen, so it looks like after these two screens there won't be anything else. My assumption is we'll probably be able to get some more rewards once Call 3 is completed. But yeah, so that's what it is. So yeah, so power through. It doesn't seem to be difficult at this point. I have not seen anything that shouldn't be hard. You should easily be able to complete um, the normal A1 and B, the A and B stages. And remember to run these at least once a day, because the first run on each of these levels gives you ×3 drop on your intelligence points. So so go back and run, go back and run them each once. You don't have to do a full clear. Just run it until the boss ships appear and it takes the boss out. And then you do that once each day. And the first time you run it, and only the first time that you run it, you'll get 3 times the points. So that's a good way to look. Um, but yeah, so it's like this is going to go until the 11th. So we're about it came out on the 27th. So probably about the 4th or 5th will be the halfway point, and so we're not quite there yet. So you still got plenty of time to get in there and earn as much of those points as you can. And remember that you definitely want to focus on the Overture so that you can get enough copies of uh, Gangit, because she's got a really nice skill set. And then just doing the draws. Um, I've been pretty lucky. I mean, I try to do 5 a day, um, and then to get. I've already got. I actually got 2 Auroras. I actually got another Aurora, so thankfully I was able to limit break her up 1 level without having to use a Bullen, um, which is why you see her. Up that high. Yeah. So definitely want to focus on that. Now, as for Minx and Gangan and Grozny, they're all, you use your prototype Bullens for that, or your just a standard Bullen for that. So your purple one. So you shouldn't have any trouble with those. But yeah, you might be running a little bit low. I've got a few here, prototype Bullens, and then I've got saved up on these. So I should have enough to level up some more of the ships, and get limit broke. Enough to at least get the frame uh, from the event using the intel points. You have to fully limit break Tashnet, Shepiev, Shepsy, Gangit, Grozny, and Minx. So there, all those in here. I've completed one. I completed the one that was for A3. I think yeah, it was. I think it was. I think it was. I think it was. Yeah, it was A. I think it was A3 or C3. I think complete that. I completed that already. I ran it for. When they came out with the first level, they didn't come out with the second level right away. So there was some time when I didn't have a level to run. So I just ran the highest level that I had, and I went ahead and cleared it. So um, that's why I only show 3 level clears. But yeah, so these help make up these 3 right here. And there's 4, like I said, I already cleared to 1, but these help alleviate having to limit break all of these ships right now, because the limit break you need to get them all to 70. So what I've done is as I'm getting them, I'm sticking them in the dorm, so that they can earn some extra hit points for some extra experience points from there. Um, yeah, so I've got Ming's Gang at Grozny we're in there, and so they're constantly leveling up with experience, uh, and I keep popping in intermittently and throwing up a snack to get some extra 5% experience. So you definitely want to keep an eye on that. But so they do look pretty good here in the dorm. But yeah, so this is Northern Fleet, guys. So go ahead and focus on it. So I've still got to get Tashkent, Mercuria, and Rossiya, and Shepiev. So not halfway through it yet, but I was hoping to at least have. Like I say, you can get Shepiev out of the shop, so she's not a worry. Definitely be able to get her. But Rossiya, I believe Rossiya, if as you're going through the score level, but see, Rossiya is actually she's the flagship of the Northern Fleet, so I definitely want to get my hands on her if I can. So definitely going to be pushing through on that. But yeah, so that's what we got. So yeah, nothing special on that that needs to be done. Just click on the buttons and you'll clear it up. And I got one more to go, and I'll be able to clear this one, and we'll see what happens afterward. But yeah, so go ahead and run those fleets. I'll make another video in a couple of days, and we'll go through show you some of the levels and some of the skills that I'm using right now. Basically, I'm using a basic fleet right here. I've got you want South Dakota Enterprise in there because, like I say, they are the ships that you're supposed to clear those levels with to get the the points in the mission. And then I threw Monarch in there just because I'm just going to get her up to 100. Still working on her, getting her finished. I'll be able to, should be able to, with what I'll be able to get in the shop, I'll be able to definitely get her fifth star, um, and be well on my way to fully finishing her up. But it just takes a long time to get the blueprints. You can get them, and they got them. You just got to take your time. And then I've of course got Phoenix and Portland in here because those are the two ships. And then I've just thrown uh, Z23 in there because I've got her fully retrofitted and she's ready to go and she's very powerful. I've loaded with weapons, and then I run the second. Just use my HMS fleet. You got Edinburgh, Javelin, and Belfast, Queen Elizabeth, Hood, and Warspite. And then I just use this for this a second, and they haven't had any trouble. Like I say, they cleared out that first hard level. That did a little bit of damage to the Vanguard, but it was very minor. Didn't have any trouble taking out the boss. So I would expect C1. I don't expect to have any problems with C1, C2. It might have a little bit of trouble with C3. Probably not. And then into the D's. That's when you're going to be. That's going to be your higher level ones. You're going to have two very very good fleets and maybe throw in some healing to probably get through those. But yeah. So but higher levels you run, more intelligence points you get. So you definitely want to try to run as high as you can in terms of that to get more points. So that's everything. That's up for it. So that's the Northern Overture, as they're calling it, and it goes until the 11th. So I just wanted to give an update on that for those that were asking. Okay. So again, thanks a lot for watching the video. Go ahead and put a like on the video if you like it, and go ahead and remember to click on the subscribe button if you want to be notified every time I drop a video. This is Ken Rear, signing out.